welcome to Black Worm. Today I'm going to read you Being Nate Lives It Up by Lincoln Pierce, by New York Times best-selling author. Let's get started. Chapter 1. I'm getting really sick of Amanda Corbland's obsessions with horses. And in chapter 10, only a week before the big race, Wonder Flanks come up lame. Lame is right. It's Tuesday morning at BBC, that's the breakfast book club, and I'm half listening to Amanda ramble on about another stupid pony story. Last week it was Wonder Flanks, the rescue. Today is Wonder Flanks 2, the race. I'm ready for Wonder Flanks 3, the nap, and Wonder Flanks 4, the coma. Teddy gives a snort that sounds, and this isn't his fault. It's just the way he loves, exactly like horse doing a major leaf flap. I'm pretty sure that Mrs. Hickson, deliberately is going to throw a nutty. But her eyelids are at half-mast, which is sort of a surprise, because Hickey is usually good at pretending to be interested in whatever books kids are reading, even when there's news of thorns like this. Off words of the Durton, the Drengen Bane or Treasury, Advanced Principles in Theoretical Methods, How to Speak for Better English, The Cheerleaders Club, Boyfriend Trouble, Depressing Love, Poems that don't even rhyme. Not the real title, but it should be. I hate to read. I'm just here for the snacks. Save this code. You'll need it. Finally, Amanda wraps it up. Spoiler alert. Wonder Flanks wins the big race, and we're all about to head for homeroom when, hang on, gang, I've got something to share with you. Uh-oh, duck and cover everybody unless it's food or money. I'm not a huge fan of teachers sharing stuff. Remember the time Coach John showed us the kidney stone collection? And this one almost killed me. Hickey pulls a small battered-looking book from her desk drawer. It's about the size of a stack of detention slips. Ahem! I'm not that I've ever seen a detention slip. I've discovered this the other day in the School Archives, she tells us. It was written by a student right here at PS 38. Okay, not exactly a move the needle moment on the thrill meter, so some kids wrote a book. Ask me if I care. Her name is Anna Birkdale. He said, and she just stands there smiling in that annoying. I'm waiting for a reaction way that teachers have. Huh? Wait, who? Anna? There's no Anna in school. Never heard of her. I'm not surprised you don't recognize the name, she continues. She lived 100 years ago, which makes this a very old book. I thought the oldest thing around here was Mr. Galvin, Teddy whispers. FYI, Mr. Gordon's our science teacher, his winkles have winkles. I shouldn't call it a book, Kiki says, correcting herself. It's actually a series of journal entries about what PS38 was like when it first opened. It had no library, no lunchroom, no library, no lunchroom, easy chat, and no parking lot, of course, she continues. There weren't any school buses in those days, and cars had barely been invented yet. Some people rode horses to school. Squeal! Heads up, Amanda nearly knocks me into next week with a flying elbow. Coming soon, Wonderflanks 5, The Skull Fracture. I wish I'd lived back then, Amanda gushes. That makes two of us, I grumbled. Hiki glances at the clock. Oops, we're out of the time. Save those questions for our next meeting, and perhaps Asna's journal will have the answers. Francis beaming as we file out of the library. That journal sounds fascinating. To you, maybe. Yeah, Francis, you think celery fascinating. For your information, celery happens to be one of nature's most versatile vegetables, he sniffs defensively. Besides, that's what's wrong with wanting to learn about somebody from the past. That's what you did. Me? When? Hello, you did a whole project about Ben Franklin. That was different, I say. Ben Franklin was an inventor, a writer, a cartoonist. He was cool. Well, maybe Edna Berkedale will be cool too. Right, because nothing says cool like the name Edna. I had a great aunt named Anna, Chad pipes in. She had one tooth and smelled like mothballs. Thank you for proving my point, Chad, Teddy chuckles. Well, I think it will be fun reading about PS38 in the good old days. It's historical. That's Francis for you. He really is interested. His story and celery and just about everything else. We all know he's one of the smartest kids in school, but he doesn't walk around advertising it. Francis fact. He can recite the names of all the US presidents in 20 seconds. Backwards. I has Grant Johnson, Lincoln Butchan, Pierre Fillmore, Taylor Polk, Yair Harrison, then but like some people I know. And Mrs. Godfrey said my essay was the best she ever read. See what I mean? Interesting, the amazing Gina and her expanding ego. We get that point, Gina. You've got a big brain and mouth to catch. She spots me and struts off. Nice job at BBC, doofus, she smarts. Duh, hey everybody, look what I'm reading, another stupid comic book. I feel my ears start to burn. If you were as half as smart as you say you are, Gina, you'd know the difference between a comic book and a graphic novel. But you're not, and you don't, so zip it. Nate, a word with you, please. I spin around and suddenly I'm looking directly at a stump the size of a large minivan. It's Principal Nicholas. The question is, which Principal Nicholas? Tender. Being a middle school principal is the greatest job in the world. Zesty. These kids drive me crazy sometimes, but it's a good crazy. Extra crispy. Hey, I told you no running in the hallway. Well, he doesn't look like he's ready to kill me. That's nice for a change of pace. Nate, we have a new student. Will you show him around the school, help him make friends, basically? Be his buddy for the next few days? Why, sure I will. Wonderful. Come to my office after homeroom. Now it's my turn to smirk. How about that, Gina? He could have asked you to show the new kids around, but he asked me. Congratulations, she sneers. He gave you a job that a trained monkey could do. Unfortunately, I'm fresh off the snappy monkey-related comebacks, so all I can do is stand there like an idiot while Gina slithers off. Ignore her, Nate, says a familiar, friendly voice. Principal Nicholas only asks nice people to be buddies with new kids. That leaves her out. Ha, good one, Didi. Gina may be president of the debate team, but Didi always seems to get the last word. Want to know her secret? She never stopped talking. And then at a rehearsal, we all realized that the Astagas will always sound like we're stared in a... So, who's the new kid? Didi finally asked after babbling for several minutes about, sorry, I wasn't really listening. No idea, I tell her. I just hope he's somebody good, you know. That's the buddy thing about being a buddy to a new kid. When it goes well, it goes really well. Like when I showed Teddy around after he moved there, he were best friends in no time. But when it goes bad, then when you end up like a list like this. I kid you not. PS38's new kid, disaster, Lara Dumphney. Not a real positive person. This school stinks compared to my old school. I hate it here. I hate you all. Mike Mooch MacDonald. Don't sit next year near him during lunch. Hey, that looks good. You gonna finish that? I'll finish it. Can I have a bite? Just a bite. Kim Cressley. She's not disaster to anyone else. Just me. Walking me home from school or I'll break your kneecaps. Okay. After homeroom, I scoot down to the office to meet the new kid. It's a little weird. I don't know his name, what he looks like, or anything about him. But I'm supposed to be his buddy. Well, hello, Nate. Hi, Mrs. Sheepsilky. You must be here from Breckenridge, she says. Breckenridge? What's that? Principal Nicholas swings open his office door and waves me inside. He's not a what, Nate? He's a who? Meet your new classmate. Nate Wright, this is Breckenridge Puffington III. Wow, that's quite a name. The kids give me a tiny little wave. Frankly, he looks ready to wet his pants. Guess it's up to me to get this party started. Hi, I say, reaching to shake his hand. He got the grip like a lip noodle. I feel a faint glimmer of the recognitions. Something about Breckenridge Puffington III seems familiar. Or does it? Have I met this kid before?